Hey folks, Weatherman Sam, man in the big green hat. I'm in a little bit of a rocky section here at Big Hill Pond State Park. This is a great little place, not too far outside of Corinth, Mississippi. It's just over the line in Tennessee. We're doing a great little hike this morning here in early fall. The colors are just starting to come out real good. We're going to go down to see the Dismal Slough boardwalk, and this first section of it is just a gorgeous walk through this deep woods, deep forest, and then we're going to climb a birding tower. That's going to be fun. Let's go see it all. Nice little rock outcroppings here. Love this early fall foliage we got going on. Lots of little wildflowers still in bloom. Fall aster and these little yellow beauties. I mean, I'm seriously loving all these rock formations. Look at the resurrection fern. Those are cool. Some huge little gullies coming up here. I've been suspecting waterfalls, but I don't know if it's the right landscape for it. Even if there were waterfalls here, it's been so dry the last month and a half. Really cool rock formations up here that I'm looking at. I'll show you in a second. Even if there were waterfalls, there's nothing that's flowing here at all. But I'll be back for sure. Here's that interesting rock formation I was looking at up the hill there. It's pretty cool. Well, this is pretty high up in the drainage here, and it's obviously been helped out a little bit. But with enough rain, you could score a little cascade out of that, I suppose. Thought this was a massive sinkhole at first, but it doesn't. It's just a very steep bowl-shaped type thing that goes on down and feeds into the creek there. Really cool little spot. Here's some lobelia in bloom still. I love finding these. Just a whole little patch right here. Well, there was no trail intersection there to kind of tell you what. I'm going down to this little spot here. They're doing some construction. This looks like a bridge. Okay, so this is the right spot. The Azalea Spring Loop continues on up this way, and this is the Dismal Slough boardwalk. One thing I wish I could see from here is the Tuscumbia River, which this butts up against. I'm not sure when it floods it helps kind of replenish everything here. Certainly looks a little dry now, but it's still beautiful. With the water down a bit, you can see the individual springs. There's a meander with all the ferns. Tons of cypress trees popping up through here now. Little knees are just everywhere. I recognize that bark anywhere too, I guess. This is a gorgeous little stream. Into a stretch here where there's been some serious storm damage. That woo ball is probably 10 feet high on this distance. Lots of trees down on this side and the other side of the boardwalk. I feel like we're getting into a little more water here now. The trees have changed more maples and sweet gums mixing in through here. Oh, there's most certainly more water now, and it's all become very kind of scrubby. You can see all these sweet gums. Look at the color change. This is the first day of October here in southern Tennessee. Already got this great color change. Well, the Tuscumbia River is somewhere that way. It's all open back up again. See the ridges, trees, and different in distance. What a gorgeous little stretch this has been. I wish you could feel this breeze. Oh man. It's funny, it's been a while since I've done any kind of cold weather camping. Not that this has been cold weather camping by any stretch here. But step out in shorts and short sleeve and mid-40s after it being 90s for so long. But seeing everybody else bundled up was kind of amusing to me. This is just refreshing. It's just absolutely wonderful. Here we are at the end of the boardwalk, where we're going up the Turkey Trail. Well, the Turkey Tail Trail. It's a tongue twister for you. It's about 3/4 of a mile long. And then we get to see the boardwalk. Look how sandy this is. It's got to be when where the Tuscumbia River floods back in here from time to time. I mean, at Dismal Slough, the still's right here. You can still see it from the trail. So I've been walking for a bit. I haven't really filmed much, but it's just been a gorgeous walk through the woods here. Nothing fancy or flashy to show or anything, but just enjoying that peace, that tranquility. Well, the trail's made another split off again, and there was no signage really at the junctions for the most part out here. So make sure you have a map and know your way for sure. I keep looking for that birding tower. That's going to be so fun. 100 feet in the air, and as far as it's so thick you can't see it. It's really, really wonderful that it's there and that it's also not there. I've gone through a fantastic boulder garden here. Gotta watch where I step so I don't slip. But oh yeah, it's really nice. Now we get a sign that takes you out on a longer loop into one of the backcountry shelters. That way goes to the tower. Still, even though there's some canopy loss through here, you still can't see that old tower. It looks like maybe this was storm damage. There it is. Let's go up. The steps are really short, just so you know, and there's tons of little mini half levels up to the top of this thing. Each little level reveals more and more. You're so close to the trees. Not quite halfway to it yet. And now we are at the treetops. Almost. Definitely some storm damage. You can see where this has been sawed off. If you're someone that's afraid of heights, maybe this is very well protected on all ends. The railings are great. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. At that view. And we're still not at the top, folks. But now we are. That took me just at 2 minutes. And it's so windy up here. I don't know if you can hear that wind on video, but I had to take my hat off versus it blowing over the edge. See forever up here. You can see part of the lake way down here. That's that Travis McDermott Lake. Oh, it was gorgeous this morning with the fog rolling in. But look at all this. It's a few towers and structures. Other than that, there is no sign of city or development or anything as far as I can see up here. You can see Dismal Slough down here. See this lower bit with all the cypress trees, that different color, and see the sweet gums and the maples that are turning the red. On the other side of those two little hills, the Tuscumbia River is winding back and forth through there. You can have a look down if you want. Back down through the stairs. You can't see much here. It's too tight. Oh, what a gorgeous view, people. If you got big feet, going back down ain't the easiest thing. Well, that was fun. The whole big old group, big family came up, decided to move on and let them enjoy it. Besides, gets me back into the woods. I realize I've been calling things all kinds of crazy things here. It is not Travis McDermott Lake. It is Travis McNatt Lake. It's not the Turkey Tail Trail. It's the Turkey Call Trail, which we are back on currently. Headed back towards the lake. This is a rocky stump of an access road / trail. Oh, I just walked right over this little fence lizard. Hello, little thing. Well, so this trail's kind of been sharing space with the horse trail for a bit here. Certainly wider, rockier, not as maybe not as picturesque, but the woods are still deep, still green, still wonderful. We'll be at the lake soon enough. Lots and lots of this little heath aster. I've seen some fall aster, but there's just tons of this little delicate heath aster around. Well, I've been walking for a little bit now. Notice I hadn't seen any signs. Nice old road bed. Kind of had the same feel as the other, but this ain't the trail. I hiked almost all the way back to Dismal Slough. That would have been a bummer. So we're backtracking a bit. This is where I got turned around. There's a huge tree that's fallen. And I saw that and thought it meant it was an old marker for a trail and it was going that way. There's several social paths around, but I don't think now that that was the right way. Okay, so I cut out some video here. When you get to this spot, the trail doesn't really split here. That is not a trail. That is an old access road that just kind of dead ends. So keep going this way. On my right is Dismal Slough. You can't see because of all this brush. And over to the left, you barely see the blues peeking through over the lake. We made it out to the dam here on Travis McNatt Lake. Not gonna screw that up again. Such wind. Almost got whitecaps going on out there. What a gorgeous lake. It's a short trudge up a steep hill, people. Back to the car. Kind of ending this nice little loop. Hope you enjoyed all the little sights and sounds, swamps, the Dismal Slough, the wildflowers, the lake, the birding tower. Lots of fun little things today that I found. Whew. Until next time, keep exploring and stay wild.